This is Priscilla Batzell in Spring Hill, Florida at Expressionist Art Studio. I have a container that's made of, I don't know, some old packaging and taped up to make it a little stronger. Plastic shovel from the dollar store, palette knife from Colourarte, and I am going to fill this pan with some colors because I did a spun out, well it didn't start out as a landscape, but it turned into a little landscape and it was so cute. It was 8815. So what I want to do is add a bunch of colors to this pan and then scoop them up and put them down and then swipe them. Because I was using leftovers when I did that. And they were gray and black and blobby and that was the Chantilly lace Prizm pour. There's a 20% off coupon code underneath the video for Colourarte products. I'm an affiliate. So you help me pay for art supplies when you make a purchase. If you're not purchasing Colourarte and you'd still like to help the studio, PayPal icon is in the bottom right hand corner of my YouTube channel banner. There's a thanks option below the video, and if you join the monthly channel subscription, you have access to a members only library. That was Mayan gold. I said that. This is Indian spice gold. I really have no exact plan. I just want to use colors that were similar. This is Baltic amber, another Prizm pour. I was tempted to put a little bit of my Sherwin Williams bronze, whatever color that was. It's called Protege Bronze, but I haven't gotten to that point. And when I get the paint in squeeze bottles, because I'm using it quite a bit lately, I may do that. In the meantime, I have a primary element called Boysenberry. I like loud rogue elements. This is Dark Waters. I still want some lighter colored green, and I was going to use it as a swipe color, but I think I'm going to put some of it into the actual mix also, in case I change my mind. I'll put that back where it belongs. I have another gold called Prizm pour called Solar Flare, which is similar to the others. Now if I do put some of this Tricorn Black in, it does sell without activator. I'm thinking maybe a little bit more Chantilly lace before I add any black. So it's a little risky adding the black. Oh, I saw something I wanted. I want some of the black iris. That's a Prizm pour too. And I know I have some ginger peach here, which is a primary element. Oh, that's a wonderful color. I love this color. And I kind of want to add another dark color, so I'm going to add some deep amethyst, and I might still add some midnight shadow. Deep amethyst is a Prizm pour. I don't know why, but I'm being called pink. I think I'm going to resist the pink and go for Boysenberry ginger flower combination, which is just a shade different than the Boysenberry I put in there. And they're both Prizm pours. Yeah, that's exactly what I wanted. I have a P.E.s iridescent blue-green. Here's the midnight shadow. Let's do that anyway. Oh, and it almost didn't open. Will it come out? Yes. Now I want this to be a night scene, obviously. I hope it's obvious because the canvas is black. Let's scrape that off. I don't know how much of that I need. And when I did my swipe yesterday, I did it with a base layer of paint, and I don't have that today, and I might be sorry I didn't do that. Or I might not. We might find out together if it's even possible. I might spread some black around it. That could work. I should have just gone for it. And one thing I did do yesterday was grab my Princeton Art Tool Catalyst spatula, available on my Amazon link, along with lots of other cool stuff. The Amazon link is on the link tree. You can also find my book there, Because of Canon, Unlimited Possibilities. Now, if some of this stays behind, that's going to be okay with me. I'm thinking I might want to grab that green that I was talking about putting on the palette knife, which should help everything. So this didn't exactly go like I planned, but pretty close. I'm going to grab every bit of paint out of my container. I wish I had a flat surface anywhere. See, I see no reason to waste it. And spatulas are really good for saving paint, so I definitely recommend them. And then I will take my container and put it into my big rectangular bucket with 6 or 8 inches of water, or 4 or 5, or some variation on that theme. Okay, so obviously I have considered this, and I do feel like I would benefit from a little more paint. Just go for it. And this is the Tricorn Black. This is the black paint from Sherwin Williams that I pre-primed the canvas with also. That usually I would add a damp layer to a spot, but I think this is going to work out better. I'm hoping that I'm right. I just like things to be able to flow, and I will be spinning. I'm just going to sort of outline everything vaguely to add the moisture necessary to do what I anticipate happening. Cross your fingers, please. Or do whatever thing you do with your Lucky Charm. Alright, that's it. Oh, you know what? I never added any of the Quinacridone Nickel Azo Gold by Golden, and I'm going to have some now because it's an awesome color. I got some bubbles I'd like to pop. That's maybe more paint now than I actually need. I don't know. I'm still learning all the time. So this is my palette knife, and that's pretty cool. Right like it is. I'm going to start with, I was going to start with just some Atelier Black in Australian Floetrol, but I think I'm going to start with some white, Amsterdam White in Aussie Floetrol, and then add the black to it. And go for some of the rich gold. Why did I not open that? I thought I had. Fortunately, it opens fairly easily. That's good. There's the rich gold. Now I have a couple other colors. Pebeo Iridescent Blue Green I was talking about. And a Prussian Blue, also Atelier. I'm still missing the pink, but here goes nothing. So obviously working with mountains at this point. Might be tempted to blow a few things around. Before spinning them out. I've got some beautiful cells over here, but I'm thinking that I might want to grab a smaller palette knife, even though they will continue to form. Oh, I didn't clean it. So I'm going to use a little more of the rich gold from Atelier. I wish I'd gotten some silver. I think I said that before. Scrape that off in case I need it for anything. I did not dampen my studio rag, but there's one waiting in the wings in the bucket, so I'm well off. I definitely recommend a studio rag. Alright, that's turning out to be pretty cool. Let's give it a spin, and then if I still want to add more cell activator, I'll do that. I'm going to add a moon to the sky and stars, and I thought about using the silver to add some trees. Now if I had added a base layer of paint, this would be flowing a lot easier. It would run off the canvas much easier. Let's see what we're happening. We don't have a lot of movement. I'm going to grab, I have some lighter gold color, and I'm going to grab it. You know what? I lied. I'm going to grab some white. And then some of the lighter color. And maybe a little bit of the Prussian blue at that point also. It was a risk. I definitely think I could put some purple along the top of this. Although I'm kind of liking what I've got anyway. And I could certainly, if the white worked, I like how the white worked. Let's just do that again. This time some turquoise. Because the cell activator will leave color behind. I just kind of wanted to try it with a dry canvas once. And I'm going to put a little bit more of that Prussian blue on, which I kind of wish I had put on a different palette knife. I'll use that as my background before I spin out one more time. Alright, we're not going to have a whole lot of paint going over the edges. But I do use GAC 800 by Golden in all of my paint pouring mixtures for Prizm pours for color art and primary elements, so I don't anticipate an issue. What I do want to do is make sure I have a colored edge. And I might grab, I think I will grab, the true silver. Give it a bit of a shake. I'm going to put some of that true silver right into my dish. And what? I need a particular palette knife. I don't mind if the colors meld. So for that one there, that seems to be a void. This is meant to be moonlight. I'm not sure I'm succeeding yet, but I can always go back in tomorrow. And I can always use my straw for some integrations. I think I want to do that right now. There were some cool cells in there, so I don't want to integrate too badly. I have some bubbles I want to pop. More true silver. Let's put the moon in the sky. Call it good. Well, maybe I can put some stars in. I'm pretty good I still want to do some trees, but I'm going to do my moon anyway. Am I? Come on out. This is official. There's no more spinning coming. I am blowing ever so carefully. I have a much larger straw and I had it in my hand just a little. There it is. At the light of the silvery moon. Okay, so it's time for me to grab what I've got and a skewer. Sometimes I like them attached to the end of my tools. Let's try a regular skewer first. It occurs to me that if I'd have left a lump or two of a lump or two of what? That thought just disappeared. A lump or two of silver is what I was trying to get at. It's a little difficult to get the lines as thin as I want. There, that's kind of working. As long as the paint is heavy in the moon, it ought to work. And I see there's bubbles in there, which won't hurt anything. Kind of want to add some stars before you're gone. I'm sort of imagining that the foliage is looking silver also. So my big fat branches aren't going to be an issue. I'm not dipping very hard or very deeply into any color when it's in the dish. It's more so when I steal paint from the moon.